Master Minh Tue, The Light of True Practice in the Age of Degenerate Dharma. How people treat Master Minh Tue reflects the moral and spiritual state of our time.
The way people treat Master Minh Tue does not merely reveal their attitude toward one individual. It mirrors the moral and spiritual condition of today's society. In this turbulent age, light and darkness are no longer distinguishable by outer form, but by the reactions arising within each person's heart. Those who feel reverence and joy upon seeing an ascetic live a life of purity are people of virtue, for only a bright heart can recognize light. Conversely, those who mock, slander, or intentionally distort and attack a practitioner are driven by ignorance or karmic forces. For truth always terrifies falsehood. Today, many temples have turned into marketplaces, trading merit and prestige.
Some who wear the monk's robe are caught in the whirlpool of fame, wealth, and power, forgetting the spirit of selflessness and liberation. In such a context, the appearance of an anonymous monk like Master Minh Tue, without a temple, title, or possession, living only by precepts and pure footsteps, becomes a radiant mirror, reflecting the original image of Buddhism over 2,500 years ago. And for that very reason, his light blinds those who exploit the Dharma. Unable to endure the presence of genuine practice, they resort to defamation and suppression. Yet history shows, the more truth is oppressed, the brighter it shines. From the Buddha to Jesus Christ and the sages of all ages, all were misunderstood, opposed, or persecuted. But the flame of the true teaching has never been extinguished, for in the contrary wind, fire burns stronger. Master Minh Tue neither debates nor retaliates.
He responds through silence, through steady steps and serene breaths. That silence is the most powerful voice of the Dharma, for practice speaks louder than words. Those who see his simplicity and purity and give rise to reverence are sowing seeds of goodness in their hearts. Those who harbor malice bring suffering upon themselves. As the Dhammapada teaches, hatred is never overcome by hatred. Only by love is hatred overcome. This is an eternal law. The more he is attacked, the brighter his light becomes. The more trials he faces, the deeper his spiritual power grows. Adversity tests gold. Hardship refines the heart. In this world of confusion and slander, Master Minh Tue needs no defense.
His very presence is testimony to the true Dharma, to faith, and to the freedom of the original Buddhist spirit. Light does not need to justify itself before darkness. And a true practitioner, like Master Minh Tue, needs not speak to be believed, for a pure life itself is the most eloquent expression of compassion and wisdom. From the karmic force of beings to the vow power of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Karmic force, kama, and vow power, aditana, two opposing currents of energy. Within the cycle of birth and death, beings are driven by karma, while Buddhas and Bodhisattvas appear through vow power. Karma arises from ignorance, greed, hatred, and delusion, binding beings helplessly to samsara. Vow power, in contrast, is born from wisdom and compassion, the conscious resolve of the enlightened to return and liberate others. The Anguttara Nikaya 5.57 states, "Beings are the owners of their karma, heirs to their karma, born of their karma, bound by their karma, and supported by karma."
Their karma. A true practitioner does not follow karma, but transforms it through vow power, steering the wheel toward liberation. As the Avatamsaka Sutra records, Bodhisattva vowed, "May I never abandon suffering beings, for only among them can Bodhi be perfected." When we realize the fine line between karma and vow, between craving and selflessness, we understand that practice is not about escaping suffering, but transforming it through wisdom and great compassion. How the world treats the true practitioner, the measure of good and evil. The way people treat Master Minh Tue reflects the moral mirror of this era. Those who show reverence and joy have virtuous roots. Only a pure heart can recognize purity. Those who slander and distort reveal minds obscured by karma and hatred. The Dhammapada verse 1 teaches, "Mind precedes all things. Mind is their master. Mind creates them." If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows as the wheel follows the ox's
hoof. Master Minh Tue neither argues nor seeks followers, temples, donations, or fame. He simply walks, meditates, observes the precepts, and lives the spirit of contentment and selflessness taught by the Buddha. Some revere him as if seeing the Buddha reborn. Others envy and slander him. But the more he is defamed, the brighter he shines, for truth cannot be silenced by hatred. As Anguttara Nikaya 4.11 teaches, "Whoever harms the harmless and the pure will be consumed by their own deed, like fire blown back by the wind." Master does not respond nor argue. He answers through calm silence and mindful steps. For the practice itself speaks more powerfully than discourse. When temples become markets and Dharma is commercialized. In the Mahaparinirvana Sutra, the Buddha warned, "After my passing, in the age of decline, there will be those who wear the monk's robe but are filled with desire. They will preach for fame and wealth, turning the Dharma into a means of gain." That
Prophecy has come true. Magnificent temples rise like palaces, yet hearts within are hollow. Some monks are entangled in fame, wealth, and power, turning religious service into business and merit into a price tag, causing laypeople to lose faith. Amidst this corruption, the presence of a wandering ascetic like Master Minh Tue, homeless, nameless, possessionless, becomes a clear reflection of the Buddha's original spirit. Thus, his presence unsettles those who profit from religion. They fear his light, for it exposes their darkness. They attack him, but the more they slander, the more radiant his light becomes. The Ativataka 92 states, "Whoever offers to one who practices austerity offers to the Tathagata himself." Therefore, to protect a true practitioner is to protect the true Dharma. To slander such a one is to create heavy karma.
The image of a true practitioner in the age of decline. A true practitioner need not preach. Their life itself is a living sermon. They do not seek followers or fame, but keep pure precepts, nurture compassion, and live in accordance with the Buddhist path. In Anguttara Nikaya I, Contemplation of the Buddha said, "There is one thing, monks, when developed and cultivated, leads to disenchantment, peace, higher knowledge, enlightenment, and nibbana. And what is that one thing? Mindfulness of the Buddha." To be mindful of the Buddha is not merely to chant his name, but to contemplate his virtues so that the heart becomes pure and detached. Master Minh Tue does not recite aloud, yet every breath he takes is mindfulness in action. Each step, each drop of sweat, each day of alms round is a manifestation of that mindfulness, returning himself and others to the true heart. The Dhammapada verse 183 teaches, "Avoid all evil, cultivate all good, purify one's mind. This is the Buddha."
Teaching of all Buddhas. Master Minh Tue may not preach, but his life embodies these three principles perfectly. The light of compassion amid the darkness of ignorance. In the Majjhima Nikaya, MN 14, the Buddha said, "He who seeks nothing from the world knows no sorrow. From craving arises suffering. He who craves not is free." Master Minh Tue lives fully in this spirit of non-craving. He seeks neither fame nor gain, neither respect nor recognition. Therefore he is free amidst all bondage, like a lotus in the mud, unstained yet fragrant. People may not understand him, but the Dharma does not need to be understood, only lived. He lives, therefore he teaches, through silence, serenity, and compassion. As Majjhima Nikaya 38 declares, the Dhamma is timeless, visible here and now, inviting one to come and see, to be realized by the wise, self-illuminated without dependence. Light never argues with darkness. When the world rages, the true practitioner walks quietly. Yet that quiet
Walk is the bell awakening the age of decline. Those who slander him will burn in their own karma. Those who protect him will plant infinite merit for future lives. As the Mahaparinirvana Sutra says, in the age of degenerate Dharma, one who keeps pure precepts is like a diamond in the mud, rare but more precious than all worldly treasures. Master Minh Tue is such a diamond, proof that Buddhism still lives, not in grand temples, but in the pure heart, detached conduct, and boundless wisdom. Beings come to this world through karmic force. Buddhas and bodhisattvas come through vow power. As long as we are led by karma, let us learn from their vows, so that every breath and every step becomes a chance to return to ourselves. For only when our hearts are pure can we perceive the radiant light of true practice shining in this world.